brands. Let's get into like the 6 key problems that are coming with AI. We have 6 written down. They're kind of scary, but we're gonna list them all out and kind of go into them. So the first one is content overload. With AI content, it's gonna be way easier to create content. And right now, let's say there's 100 pieces of content going out a day just to have a nice round number. With AI, it's gonna go up to like 10,000 pieces of content a day. So because there's a lot more content going out, it's going to be a lot harder to stand out.
So at this exact moment, tens of millions of videos on TikTok specifically are being uploaded per day. So you can see how crazy this is going to be. And that's just with us right now. Real rocks like you and me and, you know, all the people out there listening. Imagine what this is going to look like 6 months from now when every single person is those people are posting 10, 20, 30 different pieces of content a day. And a real person is posting maybe once a day, maybe.
This goes back to an article that just came out where Threads by Meta, Instagram, has jumped in monthly active users, and by what we're talking about here, what they're talking about here, it could be something along these lines. You know, the AI content creation is pushing more active users, more activity in certain platforms like Threads that just came out. They just had an update where they're seeing an increase of now 400 million active users per month versus like 100 back in, like 3-4 months ago. So that's another thing. It's like people are producing more content. Now it's going to skyrocket as far as the content that's being produced.
Maybe 4 or 5 times a week. And it's going to start to flood our feeds where I think there's just going to be this huge shift of, instead of it being maybe right this second, it's 90% human. These are made up numbers. I don't have the data on this. Maybe it's 90% human content and maybe 10% of it's AI. I think that shifts and completely flips upside down where now it's 10% our content, maybe even less, and the rest of it's going to be AI.
2 issues come with that. One, the AI content is going to be so much more optimized, right? So we all talk about how important like the first 3 seconds is with short form content. You want the hook, you want to be able to story tell. All of this stuff, AI is going to do it a lot better just because it understands how to create the content and how to optimize it. So you're competing against really good content. And then because the output of content is going to be 10,000x, discoverability becomes so much harder. No one's just going to kind of stumble upon you because let's say you're scrolling and you're competing against 100 different creators. Now you're competing against 10,000 or maybe more pieces of content. And so because there's so much more content that's going to be flooding the feeds, it's going to be a lot harder to be discovered.
Well, I mean, the game's going to change. The rules of the game are going to change. The algorithm is going to change. Everything's about to change. I mean, it comes with the rush. It comes with the new market that's going to demand new content. It's just it's a natural thing, So yes, basically the rules of the game are going to change, and somehow, some way, it's going to be like some adaptability that needs to be done in order to accommodate whatever you're doing now, to understand how you're going to approach your strategy, your new strategy now in this new AI content creation or competition, to say the least, because it's not really you competing, or like a professional content creating competing against another professional content creator. It's the anybody can do it versus the top tier, or it's just one big, unless the top tier decide to get in and start messing around, and it's like a whole wild west.
I do think though that we are going to crave like the Casey Neistats of the world. Like that type of stuff I think will always have a place, and I think we really need to lean into what our strengths are as humans and like what we do really well. There's no way that AI is going to be cracking jokes like us, man.
This is the same conversation that was said about photography and video. This is the same conversation that was said about, I don't know, web design and mobile. It's just what happens, you know. So when there's a market for it, if the market demands it, you can't tell the market they can't have it.
Dude, but here's the thing. We say that now.
I know. We're
There
literally-
might be two rocks that are
the 605 pod.
yeah, the 605 funnier,
Slightly more handsome.
slightly.
It'd be difficult,
It would be.
but it's possible.